honestly, it all started from a young age, this performing thing, as I say, just down the road, as a choir boy, in a church. And then I went to school, and I started joining orchestras, drama clubs, I was in kind of like nativity plays, and then got about 16 years old, it started kicking up a gear. I was in school musicals, and that's really where like the drugs started flowing, and oh, honestly, I loved it. Singing, dancing, I was in my bloody element, honestly, Josh, I was loving it. And with 16 years old, we did Guys and Dolls in my school, and I played Nathan Detroit in Guys and Dolls. And if you remember the film adaptation, Nathan Detroit was played by Frank Sinatra, and you're probably thinking of Frank Sinatra looking at me and thinking, well, they're basically the same person, do you know what I mean? In the, you know, we've both got eyes. And, oh, God, oh, honestly, absolutely loved it. And one of our teachers, right, he gave us a review, and at first we went, oh, bloody hell, that's a bit weird, but he was lovely. This review was very nice, and he was very complimentary about everyone. And he singled me out, and he said, Lloyd Griffith had the audience in the palm of his hand. I expect there to be a musical written about his life one day. I mean, what a gorgeous thing to read in your formative years. I mean, as a teacher, to write that about a pupil, I was like, this is amazing. Lloyd Griffith had the audience in the palm of his hand. I expect there to be a musical written about his life one day. I mean, admittedly, that teacher taught woodwork, so I'm not entirely sure how much weight that review held. Also, you'll love this, Josh. He was a woodwork teacher. He was called Mr. File. As in, like, wood file. Peter was his first name. It's a cheap joke, paedophile. Yeah, paedophile. Paedophile. Yeah, if you say it quickly, like paedophile. No, his real name was Alan Nonce. He's not a teacher anymore. He had the cast in the palm of... Anyway, but there's a lot of things that I don't remember from school. I remember that. But there's a lot of things that I don't remember from school. And Emily, I mean, when I become MP for Grimsby and ultimately Prime Minister of the UK, I'm going to bring in real educational reform, and hopefully you can get on board with me, Emily. Because I think we need to teach kids life skills, things that we're not taught, do you know what I mean, that we'll need later on in life. Like, why the bloody hell does no one tell you about tax when you're at school? No one tells you about tax. I mean, like, no offence, I was taught about hypotenuse, never used that. I was taught about photosynthesis, never used that, okay. But I wouldn't mind knowing a bit about tax, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, you're going to earn all these qualifications, okay, right? And then you're going to get a job, and then you'll get paid money, and then you'll have to pay pretty much all that money back into a pot, if that's okay, which will pay for the roads and the hospitals and stuff. Like, no one tells you about mortgages, like, when you're a kid. Oh, yeah, you want to buy a house, do you? I mean, God bless you. That'll never happen, okay. But if you do come across a dead relative, you'll have to combine that with a loan, okay, that you pay back until the day you die, okay? Enjoy. And things like, oh yeah, she says she loves you, do you know what I mean? But when the base rate changes and your mortgage goes up by £500 a month, she will leave you whilst you're a kicking Hull. You know what I mean? Stuff that they just... They don't tell you at school. I'm not saying she was with me for the cheap rent, okay? But the timing's suspicious. Fuck you, Liz Truss. I wasn't having sex with Liz Truss. I should point that out as well, that's not me. Fuck you, Liz Truss, although at the moment I would absolutely have sex with Liz Truss. I'd have sex with that lettuce right now, if I'm honest.